Noon on a Saturday and a perfect time for this showdown. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Bruins head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Bruins offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical.
Breaks free and he might be gone. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Sets his feet. It's Robbins. He's got it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Option look, it's Robbins. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The fake wants to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Look out! And down he goes.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Terrapins offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue. Trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gay. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Takes the easy one to the back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for running room. Great move. Now he's got room. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, UCLA! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Here he comes. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
From the gun, running back on the move. Fighting off the defender. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He stopped.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
To the air, it's Robbins. Extending the play. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab at the 10. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hauls it in.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. They'll take the penalty and move them back. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Snap in the shotgun. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down. Makes the grab. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Pulls it on the option. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Hand it to the back. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Bruins are marching down the field. The option, the keeper. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
They'll run it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Give to the back. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Back to pass. It's Robbins. Still looking. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to establish the run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. There he goes! And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, they've been calling calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Working the ground game. Stopped right there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Robbins. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Turns it loose. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bruins will send out unit. Trying to make one miss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Finds his man. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his target.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Drives inside. Past the 40. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Under pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. This one's complete. Run ends there. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 11 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Volunteers keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in College Park. As we take a look at some of the key stats so far, the yardage numbers and the turnover battle, it's probably safe to say the team that wins those categories is going to be the team that comes out on top today.
And the Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Terrapins head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he talked to his team in the locker room about their energy level. He said this game is close, but everything of our season is on the line. He's trying to get them fired up, getting them on the field, ready to go here to start the third. More energy, more enthusiasm. They've got to have it here late in the season to keep their playoff dreams alive.
Holly, thank you. Here comes the Heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Working that left side now. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, a lot of touchdown, Terrapins! And that one will give him the lead. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Robbins. Keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Bruins will punt this one away. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The handoff. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
Breaks into the open.
This this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Quick catch. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Tells to run, looking to pass. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Robbins. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. To the back. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the RPO, got him. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Robbins. He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. Holly Rowe has an update.
On the Maryland sideline, developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
He's got it down the field. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes a grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Swings it out to the flat. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And they will score! Touchdown, Maryland! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They were all over it. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Robbins. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun. Turning it on. Hard running there. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He'll throw it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bruin.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Going to the running game. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. The Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run him again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the third down pass is incomplete.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Got him on the RPO. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Robbins. They'll run the screen. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. That 4th down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming out with a big interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Nice move to keep running. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Handoff again. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll run it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Robbins. Flips it out in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush is on. Trying to buy time. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Snaps it and he has to have it. He wants a big play here late. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.